Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Friday, March 14th. Hard to believe that this week's already over. We're halfway through the month of March. So, hey, hold on just a little bit. Morning Dave will be with us just in a moment, and we will continue our discussion of the current economy.
Do you own stock in Boeing? Oh, well, shake it off. That's a Taylor Swift. I'm Morning Dave. We're at 8:40 here, 20 before 9. Checking in as to how your IRA and 401k are doing. Let's head downtown. Offices of Statler Financial Services are here, and Phillip Statler's on the line. Phillip, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Dave. Hey, I'm doing well today. You know, it's kind of hard to believe this is the end of this week, and it's the 15th. So, man, we are halfway through the month of March.
It's amazing. The month has gone way too fast, and this week, because it's always crisis management around here during race week, as dumb stuff always pops up. The week's gone by way too fast here too. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to everything being back to normal on Monday as well, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of people in town, which is a good thing. We really do like that. It's good for our economy, and so you just got to fight through it.
Absolutely. I always tell the snowbirds, we love you. We're glad you're here. Now, when you leave, don't forget to leave your money behind, right?
That's right. Yeah, we always like the money.
Absolutely. Setting the table for this morning, I'd call it a basic nothing day yesterday on Wall Street. Dow was up by 7, NASDAQ was down by 12, S&P was down by 2.5. It was relatively routine. A lot of the losses, I got a bet, came off of some discouraging new home sales figures that came out after we went off the air yesterday, Phillip.
Yeah, about mid-morning, the new home sales numbers came out, and they missed by about 12,000, which is not a big number, but it's still a pretty big miss going the wrong direction. So it's about 2% less than what was expected, and so again, it's one more thing that kind of adds to the slowing that we're seeing in the economics. And you found one that I didn't see, and that was the New York Manufacturing Index.
Yeah, that was bad news. The Empire State Business Index came out about a half an hour ago, and it was down substantially to 3.7. That's the lowest number that the Empire State Business Index has had in over 2 years. And here's the real part that kind of hits you where it hurts. The expectation from analysts was 10, so we're talking about a 6.3 point miss. I'm not sure how they calculate it, but by any account, that's a monster miss.
Yeah, it really is. And so you got to wonder, well, it just adds one more thing, Dave. We keep talking about the things are adding up. And not that we are going backwards, but we're just not growing as fast as what some people think we need to be growing.
And I think that's probably a fair reflection of it. In fairness, step number one, my tip sheets anyway are saying the markets really aren't responding much, and you got to recognize that New York has had an atrocious winter, but you take that data point along with all the other ones, and like you say, it's obvious we're still growing, but it's a slower growth rate than either the administration was predicting or most of us would like to see. 3% would be really nice. The GDP figures, when they come out for this next quarter, are going to be kind of telling, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. It is going to be telling to see what is the economy really doing right now, and how's it, what do those numbers really look like as we head into summer?
Absolutely. Other tidbits from the business world that came out yesterday, the federal government officially grounded 737 MAX airplanes. They were resisting it, but they broke down and did it yesterday. And it's starting already. Air Canada announced this morning that they're suspending their guidance based upon the grounding of a bunch of their fleet. I got to believe that there's going to be some other airlines that are going to follow suit on that, because there's a boatload of those 737 MAXs that are in the air right now on the ground.
Well, yeah, that's true. And I'm sure it's going to play a little bit of havoc on air travel here until the airlines can figure out how to readjust their schedules and get some other planes up in the air.
Absolutely. It did yesterday. I know they had delays all over creation, and it wasn't all because of the weather up in the Midwest. We had some reports this morning, and the tech stocks probably didn't have a particularly good report looking at my loser list this morning.
Well, the reports were all mixed, Dave. Like we had Oracle come out. Oracle came out and they beat on profit by about 3 cents a share, and their revenue was above forecast as well. However, their current quarter revenue forecast is kind of below what the estimate was, and they're getting some strengthening from the dollar. That's not helping them either. They're trading down about 3.5% this morning before we get started. And then we had Adobe Systems.
Mm-hmm.
They're a diehard when it comes to the PDF world. Again, they beat by 9 cents a share. Revenue topped the forecast, but again, they've come back with the current quarter lower than expected guidance for this quarter, and so that's not helping them any. And they're down about 3.3% this morning. So that's
Lord.
two, yeah, right there that we've got that are kind of getting beat up because not because of how they did last quarter, but how they are doing in the current quarter.
It probably means your next update on Adobe Reader will probably include more payload junk too. That's my biggest beef with Adobe.
Yeah, I know. And then we had J-Bell, based out in Tampa.
Hmm?
Again, they came in 3 cents ahead of estimates, and their revenue was basically in line, and so they're trading up a little less than 1% this morning. And then I'm gonna say that Ulta Beauty is probably one of my last ones to give you today.
And it's my big winner of the day so far on my list of winners and losers as well. Must have been a good quarter, huh?
Well, it was. They beat by 5 cents. Revenue was slightly above forecast, but they did well when it came to same-store sales. Their same-store sales came up 9.4%. They're seeing an increase in customer traffic, so they're really excited. They're up almost 5% this morning before we get going. And I'll just say that the big loser, and I don't have the exact numbers on this one, but Kirkland's came in, and
Uh-oh.
they missed on earnings. They missed on revenue. They're trying to redo some stuff internally. And so the last time I looked, I don't have them on my screen right now, they were down about 14% this morning.
Holy crud. They're one that my tip sheet doesn't track. But yeah, you missed 2 out of 3 metrics. You're pretty much in deep doo-doo, especially with the pre-market traders, right?
Absolutely. That's for sure.
Got you covered. Resetting the table, kind of a quiet day yesterday on Wall Street. A little bit of red ink on the NASDAQ and the S&P. Tiny little bit of green ink on the Dow. One of my tip sheets was saying we're going to have one of our best growth rates for the Dow in months this week if we can keep the momentum going. 45 minutes before we open up this morning, Phillip, are we getting there?
We are having a green day most of the way across. We've got the Dow up 126 points, which is about 0.5%. The Nasdaq's in there about 0.5% also, up 12.25. And then we've got the Nasdaq up about 0.5% also, $39. Gold and silver both trading up. Gold's up about 0.5%, $6.90 an ounce, back over 1,300, 1301.90 right now. And then silver's up a little over 1% to $15.34 an ounce. Crude oil is heading south, down about 0.75%, back down to $58.23 a barrel.
And it's still over 58, though. I think we're getting into a trading range, aren't we?
Yeah, it sounded like it. I'm not sure I like this trading range.
You and me both. Overseas markets, they delayed the Brexit exit situation in England, and that gave a little ray of hope to European markets trading up this morning. Asian rim markets, for the most part, also up. China shook off their lousy manufacturing report, and their markets rebounded nicely overnight. Phillip, need some advice. Get the things set up for a retirement. If I'm 40, I got a different strategy if I'm 60, and you can help anybody, can't you?
Absolutely, Dave. And, we really need to, especially folks, if you're 5 to 10 years out from retirement or you are already retired, you really need to make sure you've got strategies in place to deal with the markets. Give us a call at 382-0037. Follow us at our Facebook page, Statler Financial Services. Like our page. We repost a lot of this stuff in the mornings. And then StatlerFinancial.com is our website. Check out the information we have there. And then every weekend, join us for the Statler Financial Radio Show, noon on Saturdays, 10 a.m. Sunday mornings. Now, this Saturday, we're preempted because of the 12 hours of Sebring. But other than that, we should be there, ready to go.
Always and every time. Sunday morning at 10 a.m. By the way, just a reminder again, we stream newstalk730am.com. Look for the listen live link and listen to the race tomorrow, by the way, too. We'll be streaming it as well. Phillip, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll catch you on Monday, okay?
All right, man. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday, man.
Thanks.
Hey, well, I want to thank you for joining us this morning. Hey, if you'd like to talk about your retirement, click the link above and schedule either a 30-minute phone call, our in-office consultation, up to you. See if we might be a good fit to work together as you get ready to plan for retirement. We want to be your retirement coach. Hey, give us a call, click the link, join us on Monday. Have a great weekend.